and welcome. You are on Rendez Vous Live. Today we are at the JATA Expo 2017. It's the largest exhibition about tourism in Asia that professionals cannot miss, professional in tourism and of course tourists. So we are here to interview the organizers and see what's going on. So please follow me. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Jumbo.
Jumbo.
It is a greeting of
Yeah.
Swahili word
Yeah.
spoken in East African countries.
Yeah.
Oh, so you like African countries in general?
Yeah, mostly Tanzania and Kenya. We visit constantly and take wildlife pictures.
Oh, and what is it about Africa that you like so much?
First of all, abundant wildlife, also beautiful nature, and very warm-hearted people of the country.
And what do you think about here, the corner here representing tourism in Africa?
It is very good opportunity to introduce different cultures and habit of the African countries, because there are 54 countries in Africa, but most of Japanese people don't know the differences of the countries.
What do you think we should do to push Japanese people to go to Africa?
Japanese people are too busy every day commuting to the office in a crowded train, and they are always push, quick. But once you go to Africa, you feel very relaxed. They can bond. So I recommend that all Japanese people must visit Africa.
And where have you been in Africa and how many times?
My father has been to about 5-6 countries of Africa. First visit to Kenya was 1972. Since at that time, he has been to Kenya 160 times.
Sugoi.
And my first visit to Africa was 1977, 40 years ago. I went to Kenya, Tanzania almost 150 times.
Wow, amazing.
But we never tired.
And you still,
So this is
and yes, this is, you really love it there.
Sure.
Also, we are very proud of that. The Kenyan government appointed us as a tourism goodwill ambassador of Kenya in Japan. So we are introducing beauty and the charm of Kenya all over Japan. Sometimes at the school, sometimes at the community center, and sometimes at the companies.
So you said you were taking photography of your travels in Africa. So you are exposing. There is a gallery that people can go and
Yes.
see.
We have a small gallery in Tokyo, Suginami. We normally exhibit about 30-40 images of Africa. Also some of the wood carvings or painting, African paintings, or something like that. So it's open to the public and free of charge. So we welcome everyone.
Oh, and what is the name of the gallery for people to search for it?
Yes, it is Hiraiwa, our name. Hiraiwa Pore Gallery.
Slowly. Pore.
It is a Swahili language spoken in East
Gallery.
Africa.
Okay, I see. Okay, well, thank you very much, and enjoy this exhibition. And it's been a pleasure having this interview with you. Thank you. Thank
ちょ
you.
っと待って、一緒に写真カメラ渡して。
Hello, we are at the Ritosa stand, representing most of the African countries in the south. I am with Mrs. Timbe, and I'm going to ask her a few questions. So, where are you from?
I am originally from South Africa, Johannesburg.
Oh, okay. And is this your first participation in the JATA Expo?
No, RETOSA as an organization has been participating over a number of years, but personally this is the first time ever to come to Japan and to come to JATA. So it's been very exciting and very eye-opening for me. But as an organization, we've been participating and exhibiting for quite a number of years.
Oh, interesting. So it's really exciting this year for you.
Exciting because as a region we are just penetrating the Japanese market, and the different countries are reporting back to us that they can see a slight increase year on year on visitors from Japan. So it's been worth it, and we plan to exhibit again in the future.
Oh, that's great. And so what is the difference between this edition for you and the previous editions that you had before?
I think the important thing for RETOSA is for the countries in the SADC region, the Southern African Development Community region, to make sure that we participate and coordinate our activities. It's much cheaper for countries to come together and exhibit as one big unit, as opposed to each country exhibiting by themselves and being alone by themselves.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
And can you tell us more about your country?
Well, it's difficult for me just to promote one country because we are promoting 14 countries in total as a region. So from Angola to Madagascar, Lesotho, DRC, Congo, Malawi, South Africa. There's a number of countries, including the Seychelles, Mauritius. We want people to come to the Southern African region because there's so much more to see, so much diversity, from the flora and fauna to all the wildlife, to the culture of the people, the warmth of the people. For example, you can get to see snow in Lesotho in the middle of winter. So who would have thought that there would be snow in Africa in the middle of winter? So we've got a very diverse group of tourism products, and we want everybody to come and enjoy.
Oh, great. And what sites or tourist attractions from your country or your region you could recommend the most?
Well, wildlife is one of our biggest exports. Yes. From wildlife really to beautiful crystal blue beaches, to the warmth and the culture of the people. I mean, our cultures are very diverse, are very rich, and the food. I hope you're going to stay tonight to also taste some of the food. So that's very, very important for us.
Oh, that's great. And do you think that African countries are well represented in today's exhibition?
I think not. We could have done better as a continent, but certainly that is the reason why for us as the Southern African region, we're taking advantage of this exhibition each year at JATA to make sure that we introduce the Southern African states to the Japanese market. Okay.
And what do you think would be the best to promote the tourism in Africa and African countries in general? What do you think we should do?
Well, the best for us to promote tourism is to invite people to come to our country, come visit us, because once you get to the country, you get to meet the people, you get to do real, rich experiences on the ground. You go back and you tell your family, spread the good word of mouth, and that is the best marketing ever. So, and because of limited budgets in some of the countries, we're very much on digital. So people can find us on our website, and we want people to visit www.retosa.co.za, and through that you can then go and see the different countries in the Southern African region.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
And for answering our questions, and I hope you will have a great exhibition.
Thank you very much, and we hope to see you in Southern Africa in the near future. Yes. Thank you.
Hope so too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Dawn Wilson and I represent the Botswana Tourism Organisation, and we are here in JATA actually for the first time, my first time, but the organisation and the embassy from Botswana have been here for the last few years. Botswana is a country in southern Africa. It's surrounded by South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia and Namibia. It's actually a safari destination, and we have the best wildlife and wilderness areas in the whole of Africa. We've got more elephant in Botswana than anywhere else in Africa. There's over 150,000 elephants. And we also have lots of diverse wilderness areas, including the World Heritage Site, the Okavango Delta, the Chobe National Park, where most of our elephants are, the Makarakari salt pans, where you can go and see salt pans stretching for miles and miles, and also the Kalahari Desert, where there are lots and lots of leopard, lion, cheetah, and lots of antelope. There really are so many sites in Botswana that people should see. But to be honest, if you see nothing else, you should go to both the Chobe National Park, which is in the northern part of Botswana, and also to the Okavango Delta. The Chobe National Park is where we have most of our elephants and so much wildlife that you'll see all of the big five. Also the Okavango Delta, which is lush waterways. It's an inland delta and has all the water mammals and lots of birds. You can go on a dugout canoe. And don't forget, while you're in Botswana, there's lots of culture, lots of dancing, and lots of fantastic basket weaving and other artifacts that people make.
My name is Mutesi Linda, and I come from remarkable Rwanda. This is actually our 10th time to participate at the JATA Expo. Remarkable Rwanda is a country with diverse offerings. We have several tourist attractions in the country that the Japanese market would be very interested in. It's safe, it's clean, it's accessible. It has offerings ranging from lakes, rivers, wildlife, gorillas, name it. So the endangered mountain gorillas are definitely a must for any traveler, including the Japanese traveler. They are an endangered species and therefore a curious species for tourists to see. We also have a culturally diverse society. It would be very nice for the Japanese traveler to visit and interact with our people, get to know them, get to know their history and culture. And therefore, I encourage Japanese travelers to come to Rwanda to see our people. And thirdly, we have fantastic wildlife. We have a big 5-park called Akagera National Park. Definitely, this is a must. It should be on your list to visit. And also, don't hesitate to see the ecotourist destination down south in Nyungwe National Park. It's a mountain rainforest with canopy walkways, different primates such as chimpanzees, 13 species of monkeys, and bird species. We have about 300 bird species in the forest, but 27 of them are endemic. They're definitely a must-see. We also have lakes, Lake Kivu, where Japanese traveler can do kayaking, canoeing, fishing with the local fishermen, name it. I'm sure that this would be a very interesting destination for you to come and see.